Now, CEX roulettes aren't what they used to be, are they? We all know that because they are listing things with or without a manuals. We all know whether we're going to have a manual or not now. But there is still an element of surprise when it comes to condition. You can't really check the condition online. They don't list it, whether it's good, bad. They'll list mint, but as you've seen in my previous video, mint always isn't mint. So I'm doing another experiment. I have ordered 27 PlayStation games, and we are going to do a giant roulette to see what sort of condition we get. Fingers crossed, we're on to a winner. So without further ado, let's get these open. So here we are, our little CEX roulette. When I say little CEX roulette, is the biggest one I've ever done. Probably the biggest one I've ever seen, in fairness. I've got to change the location purely because I need the room on my dining room table. So without further ado, let's just get into this. I'm going to have to try and move this across a little. I don't know whether it's worth just putting it on the floor and opening a box at a time. Probably is better, isn't it? So let's get this down. And we shall start one box at a time. Super excited for this. This is a lot of games. These are all through my CEX vouchers from the game fund. So, this has got the pulley tab thing on it. Yay, got it in one. Yeah, so I basically spent all of my vouchers on this. What have we got in here? Is there one or two games? I do not know. I'm just going to jump in here, folks, as well, because I completely forgot to mention the cost of this. Now, I know a lot of you like to know how much these things cost, so I'll just leave up here my receipt from CEX. They absolutely destroyed me on postage on this. So a lot of my vouchers were wasted on posting. Now, I really wish they would think about this, because I had 11 games from one store, and they charge you like $2.95 per item. So that one store, I paid like £30 to £33 just in postage for one box of games. Now, I really wish they would do store combination. So obviously separate stores is fair enough, but when they send them from the same store, I really wish they could combine the postage. So CEX, if you're watching this, I know you're not, please try and sort something. Even if you dropped it down to £1 an item and that cost me £11 to post, something would be bit more beneficial. I know people still use you regardless, and you're not really asked because I'm one man, but yeah, look at that. That is absolutely appalling postage charges. But I wanted to do the video and I wanted some cool stuff for my collection, and if I travelled around all these stores, the fuel costs and time, it'd be way more than that. So sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Let's fingers crossed that we're going to get some good condition goodies here. Sounds quite loose. Right, okay. Let's get this out of the way. So number one, we have Croc 2 on the PS1. Now there's no cracks in this case, which is a really good start. Wow, there is. There's a crack in the case. We have the manual, obviously. It's not that bad, actually. I don't know if you can see. If I take the insert out, you'll probably be able to see the cracks better. Can you see that on there? There is a crack on the front, which I'm not too picky about. You know, I'm not. And the disc is pretty good. That is as good, if not better, than the mint one I had, the Pandemonium. So I'm going to try not to take too long going through these. I am not a mint collector. I do expect games to have a bit of wear, especially with the age that they are. So, you know, I'm not a little crack on the front is not going to bother me. So that is a keep. What I'll try and do, I'll put them in two different piles. Ones I'm going to keep and ones I'm not, if I think they're a bit too far gone for me. But like I said, I'm not super picky. We have then got Crash Bandicoot Warped. So this is the third installment of the Crash series. What I'm liking is the hinges are all good so far. Now this, I'm surprised they haven't listed this as mint, because this doesn't have any scratches. The case, there's no cracks at all. This manual looks like it has never ever been used. So I am more than happy with that. To me, That is more mint than what they advertise Pandemonium as mint as. So that is definitely staying. And then we have got Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. Now, I used to play this. I never owned it. My cousin Matthew did. Used to play it over his house. I absolutely love this game. It's even got the card inside. Here's the manual's a little... Well, it's not really bent, I suppose. Can you just see the shape on it? Which I'm not too bothered about, like I said. As long as the pages aren't ripped, it's complete. There's no stains or anything like that. Let's check out the disc. Yeah, the disc is really good as well. To be honest, this first parcel I am really impressed with. I'm not sure what store this came from, but they have got a good eye. This has no cracks in it whatsoever as well. So it's only crock with a few little cracks. So those three are staying with me. That's a nice tick off the box. Right, so what's this one? Like, I know what I ordered, but I can't really remember now, if that makes sense. There's been so much time in between this. Right, so Soul Reaver 2. Obviously I got the first one. I had to get this one. Yeah, it's pretty clean. There's some sticker residue on the front, to be expected. Complete. This is a thing, PlayStation 2 games, they do not list with or without manual, so I'm really happy this one has got the manual, which is really, really good condition. So, all down to the disc. Yeah, it's fine. A few finger marks, but they'll rub off. That is absolutely pucker. So we now have Soul Reaver and Soul Reaver 2 to the collection. It's going well. I don't want to jinx myself, but this is going well. What do we have here? Tekken 3 Platinum version. Ugh. I really didn't want the Platinum version. I'll have to check my order, because I'm pretty sure they list Platinums as separate now. I may have, if I've ordered this wrong, this is my bad. But again, really good condition. There's a few scratches on that disc, but I'm not gonna write home about that. You know, it's really good condition, so it depends whether I messed up, but that will be going as and when, I don't know, but I don't want a Platinum version, so that could be my fault, it could be theirs. Haha, this game, absolute classic. Now, I don't know if any of you played this, Small Soldiers on the PS1. Again, I never owned this, but then my cousin Matthew, Matthew and Ian used to play this for hours. Manual again, perfect. This is brand new. It has not been used at all. So yeah, do you know what? This is going really well. I'm super impressed. And the disc again, really good. This is what I don't understand. So like, look at the inside of that. That is brand new, really. They listed Pandemonium as mint, but they haven't listed any of these as mint. Obviously, I don't mind because I'm paying less for them, but how can they call one mint and not the other when they're in as good as, or if not better condition? Obviously, I suppose it depends who's dealing with the product at the time. Right, what should I do? Should I put that in the pile I'm keeping, or the knot? Let's put it in the knot, right? And there's nothing to do with condition on that, because that is really good condition. Right. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Now, I did own this one. Now, if you've ever played this, you know why I had to get this. This game is an absolute classic. Again, condition is outstanding. I'm super impressed, actually. Now, the disc isn't the best on this one. This is definitely going to need a play just to check it's working, but you know, that's not a hard job to do, because I absolutely adore this game. This was probably one of my favourite games growing up, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. The soundtrack, if you know, you know. Absolute banger after banger. Super happy to be having this into the collection. Nostalgia vibes all over that. And then we have got Spyro 2. Now, I never really had the Spyro games. I did have them on the demo. But as a collector, it's something you need to have. What was that? Black bits. Plastic. Oh, no, don't tell me. Don't. Yes. Now, I don't know if this has got done in transit. Possibly has. So the disc is pretty good, you know, there's a few scratches, but nothing. But can you see the disc actual holder is broke? It has all the bits here. I'm going to say it's probably been done in transit. I can't really blame CEX for that. I don't know if you can see those there. But yeah, that's all fallen out. Bummer. But the game is good. The manual's really good. I'm a bit disappointed there's a pre-owned sticker on there. That is not CEX's fault. But I'm pretty sure with a bit of TLC and some Goo Gone or something like that, or lighter fluid, I can get that off. Bit disappointed with that though, but I'm keeping it. It'll just have to be a case swap. I've got plenty of games over there that I can swap them with. So that's package 2. So far so good. We are doing really well. Now, what is this one? Oh, it's another pull tab. Beautiful. Oh, we got him in one again. Right. Oh, they haven't actually wrapped these ones, so that's a bit, not disheartening, but a bit worrying. Oh, they've taped them. So they've taped them to this cardboard. I suppose everyone's different, aren't they, the way they do things. Right, okay. Let's get into this. So we've got Spyro the Dragon, that's the original. So we've got 1 and 2 now. This does have a slight crack. I don't know if you can see it right by there. The problem is I'm too far from the camera at the moment, aren't I? I'll try and zoom in on when I'm editing this. Oh, the manual's a bit bent, but I can iron that out. That's fine. Get an iron on that. I'm just a bit worried, is it water damage and it's stuck together? But no, it's not. It's just bent. That's good. And the disc itself is scratched to hell. So that is definitely going to have to be a playthrough. I don't know if you can see that, but that's definitely going to have to be checked to see. That's a maybe because the disc is so bad. That can go with a Tekken. That's a maybe pile. Right, so we have keep, maybe. Right, so we got keep, maybe, and then that's a no. Now we got Blade. Never played it. Love the film. Love anything Marvel, really. Manual is really good again. Yeah, that's great. And then let's just check this disc. Yeah, it's not bad. There's a couple of scratches, but really not bad. So be interested if any of you have played this game. Leave in the comments if you have, because I've not heard great things. There's a tiny crack there, but that is nothing to whinge about. Absolutely nothing to whinge about. I don't know if you can see that there. Tiny little crack, but that's staying with me. Now this is definitely not staying with me. As soon as I've looked at it, because it is the Classics edition. I do not want the Classics edition. I know I'm being fussy. There is a crack in the back there, and there is a chunk missing out of there. So this will be, oh yeah, even the hinge is broke on this one. So yeah, this one will be going back. This is a definite no. Croc, obviously I don't have Croc, so I guess I still do. Well, actually I do have Croc, if I'm honest. I got Croc upstairs, but it was something from a car boot I just picked up. Scratch? No. To be fair, the disc is mint on that though, so that is a real shame. Oh, am I being too fussy? Leave in the comments, because it is the Classic edition. My biggest bugbear is when they're all lined up, but at least with this you do get the black spine. You don't get the grey spine like you do with the Platinum, so don't know. Really don't know. Why did they put that in the maybe pile? I can't remember. That's going to be in a maybe as well. And then we have got Ratchet and Clank Nexus. If you follow the channel, you know that I do want to get every Ratchet and Clank in the series. So that's that. Complete with manual. Yeah, really good disc. So that is staying. Bear with me, I'm just going to turn the lights on. There we go. And then we've got Ratchet and Clank locked and loaded. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Ratchet and Clank 2, I thought it was. And they've got the wrong disc. So it's the normal one, and they have actually got the platinum disc. Why? Why do it to me? And that is scratched to shit. So that is going back, unfortunately. Wrong disc. There's a back bit. I still don't know what to do about that. Right, next, well, let's try this one. This is just one on its own. Let's get this open. And now we have another Ratchet and Clank game. This is Ratchet and Clank All for One. Now this is the special edition copy. I just thought it was cool. I didn't know what I was expecting because it didn't really say. It just said it was the All for One special edition. Obviously you paid a little bit more for it. I don't know what you get extra, or is it just the case? Yeah, it just needs a wipe down, really, that does. That's pretty good scratch wise. Manual, quite a small manual. It does have a sticker on it again, for God's sake, but I'm more than happy with that. There's a few little bits of whitening on the edges on the sleeve. Can you see? But look at that. Oh, then again, that's scratched. That lenticular sleeve is scratched. You can just catch it in the light. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but that is cool. So that's, to be honest, I'm going to keep that. Like I said, I'm not a minty mint collector. So as long as I've got a relatively good copy. Oh shoot! Yeah, this box got wet. It was left outside. It got wet, and the bottom's all fallen out of it. So let's get. Let's get these down. I know what this one is purely because of that big box, so I know what games these are. Now, who remembers this absolute classic? Duke Nukem on the PlayStation. Obviously, it was a PC port, but manual is really good condition again. Yeah, I'm happy with that. There is a crack in the front of the case, which I shall show you now. Disc is pretty scratched, I'm not going to lie. As long as they play, I don't mind. Like I said, I'm not a minty collector, but I just love that artwork on the disc. But if I just show you as well, right over the Sony sticker, you've got a crack there, but I'm keeping that. Now, this is going to be a shout out for James Horsey. He is a subscriber of the channel. And I actually do a bit of work for him because I'm an electrician. And we was chatting, and he was chatting about the channel. And I was thinking of maybe changing the name of the channel. He said anything Duke Nukem related, because he absolutely loves Duke Nukem. So that's a shout out for James there. And then this one is also Duke Nukem related. Oh, it's ripped. Oh, for goodness sake. It is Duke Nukem Forever on the PS3. Now, the condition on this is, it's not abysmal, but it's not great. So, can you see the rip there on the front? Now, what I do like about this, you do get the statue, but do I need to hang on to it? Like, it's one of them things I don't want to get rid of because it's a special edition, but they're not hard to come by and they're relatively cheap. Just make sure it's got everything in here. So you've got these, I don't know what they are they cards of some kind? Yeah, they're playing cards, some dice, some poker coins, and then you do get a book, I believe, as well, which I think is pretty sweet. History, Legacy, and Legend. Duke Nukem Forever. Now, this is obviously, you're only ever going to, This is pretty sick, I'm not going to lie. But, as I was saying, you're only ever going to buy something like this as a display piece. Now that is cool. That is cool. What is that? Oh, the little like you can build out of paper the different characters from Duke Nukem. Now that is ace. That is ace. And then we've got a little graphic novel as well, a little comic book. Like these are all pucker. But as I was saying, the only reason now that game looks brand new. Wow. Yeah, that is mint. I don't know if that's been played. Someone's probably bought it as a collector's edition and never played it then. By the looks of it. Yeah, that's brand new. That I don't care what anyone says. That game is mint. They've obviously bought it as a collector's edition, never played it. What? There's loads of stuff in here. It just keeps going. So we've got a sticker. Duke Nukem Forever, Balls of Steel limited edition. It's actually got a certificate number to say it's authentic. And then I'm guessing some postcards. Absolutely ace. Some Duke Nukem postcards. So, yeah, obviously someone's bought this as a collector's edition, never played the game. My biggest bugbear is, generally you would only buy this as a collector's edition or a display piece. You wouldn't actually use any of the stuff in here, would you? So I would want to use it as a display piece. But the shape on that box, is it going to make a good display piece? It's my only concern. It's that rip at the front. I don't mind the wear and stuff, you know, it adds a bit of nostalgia, a bit of flavour to it, doesn't it? You know, it is what it is. It's age, a bit of patina, that's the word. But that rip there is really bugging me. That's going to have to go in the maybe pile, I think. But that bust is absolutely awesome. For the price, it's good, you know, what you get. I can't remember, I'll leave it up here somewhere. I think it's like 18 quid. Which is a bargain if you ask me for a collector's edition. So there we are, James, another Duke Nukem. I'm really on the fence with that. These, you know, as with these, I don't know. I'll probably keep it if I'm honest, but I don't know. Don't hold me to it, I'm not sure. Let's put it in the keep pile. And then we've got one more box left. One big box with games. This one's been wrapped pretty well. They all say fragile as well. Jeez, it's the box that keeps on giving. Now, if my memory should be right, there should be 11 in here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Right. So we have 11. 11 goodies to open. Let's start with this one. Now, a lot of cleaning up to do, I know that. Oh man, why do people hate me so much? So I've got Resident Evil, and if you watch the chart, I know what you're thinking, Wayne. You've got every Resident, but I do not have the original Resident Evil. I've got the director's cut. Do not have the original. So I thought, as I'm buying a load, I will get this. This is cracked. There's a big sticker mark on the back. And the actual reverse insert is upside down. So, yeah. Don't know, like, I know I say I'm not fussy, but when it comes to my favourite games, Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid, God of Wars, I'm pretty fussy. I like them to be mint because they are what... That disc is absolutely immaculate, though. I will give it that. The disc is outstanding. So maybe a good clean, I can get rid of that sticker residue. Like I say, there is a crack. Not the end of the world kind of crack though. The hinges are okay. Can you see that crack on the camera? It's not the end of the world, but maybe it just needs a good clean, and then we can swap that rear insert around. I'll have a play with that. But now, as it stands, I do own every Resident Evil game, because I do have the original and the director's cut now, and then every other game after that. So just don't be so picky, Wayne. Just don't be so picky. Some of these games are 30 years old. You've gotta allow some sort of wear and tear, haven't you? Right. Tekken. Now this is one of the first games I owned on a PlayStation. Well, it was. I had 3 games with my PlayStation, and this was one of them. You've seen the other day that I picked up Tekken 2 while I was in CEX. So obviously I need Tekken 1. We've got Tekken 3 there, be it the Platinum version, I know. Really good disc. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I am more than happy with that. The hinges are one of the big things for me, whether the hinges are broken out. The hinges on there are not. There's a little bit of a, well, I don't even know if it's a crack. I think it's a scratch across the front. But these are things I can just polish out and things, you know, when I've got a few hours spare one Sunday afternoon after eating my roast. Just chill out and polish some plastic. Do you know what's mental though? All those boxes, and now seeing it all unwrapped, it just doesn't seem a lot. Oh, they've done it again. Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. Why do they give me these cases? Don't they know who I am? I wanted the full art case. Jeez Louise. That manual is mint. I'm not going to lie. Absolutely mint. Disc is a few scratches, but not the end of the world. It's a shame because this is in such good condition. But look, it's that disc as well. The best of infograms, whatever that is. Yeah, I don't think I'll be keeping that, unfortunately. Purely because of the disc and the cover. Right. Fine, so this is a full art game. So we got Crash Bash. Obviously I won't be collecting PS1. I want to get all the Crash games. Not far away now. What did we have in there? We had, was it Crash 3? And now we have got Crash Bash. So, again, manual, mint. Let's check this disc. Really, really good condition disc. This case is perfect as well, I'm not going to lie. Just double check this manual again. Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely staying. That is a really, really good copy. No cracks or anything on that case. It's like Christmas, this. And then we got Crash Team Racing. Another really good case, actually. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. Pretty minty. Hinge test. Yes. Manual, really good again. Look at that for nostalgia. I'm gonna try and collect all the different coloured controllers as well for PlayStation, PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3. Don't know if I'll go down the 4 and 5 route yet, but really good disc again. So the crashes haven't crashed and burned. They have been really good in all fairness. Now, Abe's Exodus. This is the actual full art. So obviously we've got the Odyssey and then we've got Abe's Exodus, but that is bugging me. This is, well. This is brand new. I don't care what anyone says. Has it actually been played? Wow. Yeah, this is absolutely mint. I will give you a closer look. This case is like it just came out of the shop, brand new sealed. We've got the guide for the quick start guide, all the buttons. We've got the cards that came with it, the survey card or whatever it is. Now I owned this years ago and I played it. I kept getting stuck, never finished it, so it might be worth finishing. And this should have been classed as mint. This is the nicest PlayStation game I've ever seen in CEX. Now, it even feels, everything just feels tight and new, and I'm going to say that's been played probably once and never played again. That is a win. That is definitely a win. I'm super happy with that. Tomb Raider 2. Oh, there's a big bloody hole in it. Can you see that? Big hole. But this may just be a case upgrade because that manual is mint. The whole case is mint, it's just that hole. Game, there's a few scratches, but games like Tomb Raider I'm going to expect because these are the kind of games that were played to death, you know. As long as it works. Like the back of that, there's no cracks in the back. The hinges work perfectly. I'm just going to look out for a new cover, I think. I'm going to keep that and then just upgrade as I go along. Like I said, I'm not super picky. And things can be improved, you know. Things that you can't upgrade are, obviously this has got that disc. I want the original disc and I want the full art cover. Same with Tekken, same with Croc. They're the only things that can't be improved along the way. Obviously, this I could get another disc for, but you're looking for a disc and just so I'll take it back and swap it for another copy. Just finding these things out in the wild, you're not going to find many without the odd scuff or crack or whatever. We have another Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank, A Crack in Time. We are really pushing these hard at the minute. We're getting really far with this collection. Pretty clean that is. That's pretty mint. Let's check the disc. Yes. A few finger marks, but yeah, no scratches on that whatsoever. And the manual looks minty. Yes, I am over the moon with that. So that is another win. Still though, that Abe's Odyssey or Abe's Exodus, Oddworld, that's blown me away that you can still get PS1 games that clean without paying through the nose from. Obviously someone on eBay would sell that for more purely because of the condition. CEX don't judge things like that or price them by that, so oh my god. We have Tomb Raider, the original value series. Like I said, the spines are all matched, but they just ruin it. Even the manual on this one. Geez, and the disc, value series. Don't do it to me. Disc is in really good condition though. I will give them that. It's not a bad condition game. Well, saying that, there's a big crack down the front, so yeah, they're not coming back. They're not coming back, they're going back, I mean. They're not staying with me. Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of opening Pokemon card packs. So, and seeing how many hits you get. Opening an ETB box, you've got 10 packs and seeing if you get any hits. See what our pull rate is. Tony Hawk's skateboarding. You saw we got Tony Hawk's 2. Tony Hawk's 1. There is a crack in the front of this again. Pretty clean manual, and it comes with the card. Vigilante 8. Did anyone ever play that? Vigilante 8? I never played that. Just wondering if it's any good. I never played Tony Hawk's. I played Tony Hawk's 2 to death. I never played the first one. So, is that going to have a similar sort of soundtrack and things? There's a few scratches on there, but it's livable. The case is really good. There is a slight crack on the front, but hey ho. It's not even a crack. I'm lying. It's a scratch, which may buff out, and then some sticker residue. So yeah, I'm keeping that. And the last one, please be a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Tony Hawk's 4. Oh, there's a bit of a click on that hinge. See that hinge action again? Oh no, he's okay. He's okay. Manual, absolutely mint. I don't know if these... This is a more expensive game, and I'm purely putting it down to because it had a PS2 release, so most people got it on PS2, so they didn't get it on PS1. So there's not as many copies around. I could be wrong. Yeah, that is absolutely mint as well, that disc. It doesn't look like it's been played a lot. I'm going to put it down to that because it was a PS2 release. But yeah, I am really happy with that. There is no cracks in it. There's a scratch on the front as per the other Tony Hawk's. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with that. Now you may be asking, why have I got 1, 2 and 4? Purely because I have bought number 3 off eBay. It is currently on its way. Or did I get it off Vinted? I don't know. Managed to get it cheaper. That was the only reason. And you can see the condition beforehand. So when that comes, I'll show you that. But then we have now got Tony Hawk's 1, 2, 3 and 4 on the PS1. So that is all the Tony Hawk's on the PlayStation. And the same with Tomb Raiders. Now, I'm not keeping that. Don't really like that. But what did we get here? Tomb Raider 1 and 2. I have also ordered off eBay 3. Tomb Raider 3, Tomb Raider Revelations and Tomb Raider Chronicles. Bought them in a bundle and they look pretty mint in the photos. I think I paid 60 quid or 55 quid for those. I think 60 quid was my maximum bid. And I won them for like 47. Don't quote me on it. I'll let you know when I show you them when they come. So we have every PlayStation release for, or PlayStation 1 release for Tomb Raider, and that would be the same for Croc as well, because I have ordered Croc and Spyro. I've ordered copies of those online as well, off eBay or Vinted, I can't remember, but they are on the way. So we will have every Croc. There's only 2 Crocs, I'm lying. I've got both the Crocs here. Obviously I'm swapping that. Not Croc, Spyro. There's other Spyros. I've got those on the way. And Crash, I believe I have Crash 1 and Crash 2 anyway. So then we now have Crash 3, Crash Bash. So I think that's all of those on the PlayStation 1. So that's that. That is my biggest ever CEX roulette. Now, like I said, there were so many boxes. I was expecting it to be a lot more than this. But these are what I'm going to be keeping. These are all the PS1 games, PS3 games, obviously the PS3 Collector's Edition and a PS2 game. My PS1 collection is looking pretty healthy now. Now these are going to be going back, purely because that's got the platinum disc. I do not want it. Wrong cover, wrong cover, wrong cover. Platinum I didn't want. I will have to check the order to see if I ordered platinum or not, because that might be my fault. But condition wise, I think we've done all right. Like I said, we had 27. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 items there, which we are keeping. That's a pretty good ratio. And to be fair, this isn't because of damage or anything like this. It's a really good copy. Everything works. Same as these, they're really good. So roulette wise, it was a win. Everything is perfect. It's just, well, not perfect, but you know, good enough for me. It's just things like these covers, I just don't like them. I know I shouldn't be so fussy, especially when they're going to be on the shelf like that. They're all black. Obviously this one isn't, but I am a little bit fussy that way. But yeah, I am more than happy with that. So let me know in the comments if there's any of these you would have got rid of or kept. Obviously some of them are cracked, which I don't mind changing cases on. It's part and parcel of collecting, isn't it? And improving your collection. So I'm more than happy with that. The ratio was really good. Like I said, it was only variant wise I'm swapping. Nothing to do with damage. So let me know what you think, guys. Would you have kept these? This one maybe, I don't know, because of that rip, but is it the end of the world? Not really. It's a 20-year-old game. I don't know. Leave in the comments what you would have done. Hope you enjoyed the video for this massive CEX roulette. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up because it really helps the channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any future videos like this. And as always, take care of yourselves, stay safe. I'll see you on the next video. Ta-da.